Good afternoon, everybody. Today is July 22nd, 2026. Today our lecture is Visuddhimagga, part of purification, Panya about the wisdom, part 48. So before starting the lecture, we pay respect to the Buddha, say Namo Tassa in 3 times, please. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Thank you very much for your watching. So we are to continue learning about the eightfold part of the concentration and wisdom and morality. So combined. So those are Pali continually explaining itahi. So he here he meaning is because of ita in that eightfold noble path, eight feathers, samawajadayo. Samawaja, right speech, etc., etc., adayo. Adayo is etc., 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 etc. Dayo is 3. So Samawaja, right speech, Samakamanda, right action, Sama Ajiva, right livelihood. So these three feathers are, we call, here Pali mentions Sila Mewa, Silang Ewa. Only morality, only Bhakti. Tasama, therefore, Tasama is therefore they those 3 feathers, Sama Vacha, Sama Kamanda, and Sama Ajiva, right speech, right action, and right livelihood. So these 3 feathers are Sa Jati Do. Sa is here Samana. Samana is the same. Sa meaning here is same. Pali Sa is many different usage, different meaning. Sometimes Sa is a Saha together. But here Sa is Samana, change into Sa. So Samana Pali is meaning is same. Jadi. Jadi is a kind of the group, kind of the same kind, same but though is because they are saying same nature group. Same nature meaning here is Sama right speech, Sama Vacha, right action, Sama Kamanda, right livelihood, Sama Ajiva is abstain from the wrongdoing, wrong talk, isn't it? And then wrong livelihood. So they are different, they are same That's why Sila Khandena. Sila Khandena. Sila is a virtue or morality. Khanda is the aggregate group. Sila Khandena with the virtue or aggregate Angahita. These factors are counted as a Sila group. Because of they are saying nature. That's why. And Kinchabi Paliyan. It is true. Paliyan in the Pali language, what the Buddha used to teach his Dharma, Sila Khandedi. Sila Khande like this. Bhumena. Bhumena is here according to the Pali grammar. You know, this is a grammar usage. Bhumena is a located, showing the location. What the Pali grammar used. Nidhi saw. Nidhi refine. Refine or description the location kato make. Kejabi kato. Kejabi is together with the kato. Kejabi kato. Actually make. Atopana. Pana, even though using the location, the Pali, description and location Pali at all, meaning is Karana or Sina. This is Karana or Sina. Karana is the making. Somebody makes something, when we say, or I cut with a knife, like this. So Karana Vasena Viridabo should be known. So here is just explaining about the Pali grammar. So maybe you cannot understand because of the Pali grammar. Explaining. Samawayama di supana. Samawayama, etc., etc., adisu. Samawayama, right, for, so right, for, etc., etc. Tidu, tisu is a three feathers. Is a samawayama, samasati, and samasamadhi. Right, for right mindfulness, right concentration. So these three feathers, samadhi. Samadhi concentration is atano ipsat, dhamadaya. Dhamadaya is a natural phenomena, according to the natural phenomena, dhamadaya. Aramane, in the object. In the object here means in the meditation object. Ekaka bhavena. Ekaga is in one pointedness. Bhavena is happening. Happening in the one pointedness. Apeto to absorb. Abhido. Not Sakodi, unable. Sakodi is able, not Sakodi is unable. The meaning is only samadhi concentration. Concentration is in the object, the one pointer, even though one pointer, only if set, only concentration is not able to do. So the natural phenomena is like this. Natural phenomena is many things working together. Many dharma working together. You know, even though like your car engine is very good, very powerful, but the other part is, broken, you cannot drive, isn't it? Even though your car engine is very powerful, but something broken in your car, some part is broken, that engine is unable to move your car. Like this. In the three feathers, samavayama, sama, sadi, sama, samadhi, three feathers. Samadhi, only samadhi if set, can unable to make a one point in it. Because samadhi need the supporting by the other feathers. Like this, we have to understand. So Virya actually, Virya effort is Pakaha Kicha. Pakaha, supporting. Kicha is a function. Supporting function make support to the other the different feathers, like a samadhi, like a sati. Sometimes Buddha mentions sati is important. Mindfulness is very properly. So that's why here also mentioned the Vidya effort make a function of supporting to the other feathers. Suddenly is a successful or finish. Suddenly finish. We make a supporting function finish at the time. Sati is mindfulness. So mindfulness also apila pana kichan. Apilapana kichan. Apilapana is not forgetting. Sadhandiya, one finish. Laddu pakaro. Laddu pakaro. Ladda upakaro. Ladda plus upakaro. Ladda is a cat. Ladda is like a lava cat. Ladda upakaro. Upakara is kind of the upakara is make how we say make a gratitude. Upakara is make gratitude. Make gratitude. Getting the gratitude, how to happen. Abhidhamma is to make absorption. Sakodi evil. So the meaning is, Samadhi is absorption, but sati and vidya, according to their nature, they provide whatever the concentration needed at the time. Concentration began powerful and make a function. So the meaning here, Buddha explain. So that is a very, very important to understand, because all Dharma, all individual things, they have their individual function doing in our body and mind, or in your car, or anything, in anything. Many things are working together, not only one. We have to understand like this. So that's why here in the Eightfold Noble Path also same nature. The Buddha explained in that way. So the Pali English translation here is for the Eightfold Noble Path. Three, beginning with the right speech, right action, and right livelihood, Bhakyu, Sila Khanda. So they are included in the Bhakyu aggregate, being of the same kind. Sajati Do. For although in the Pali text description is given in the located case as in the Bhakyu aggregate, still meaning should be understood according to the instrumental case. That is, instrumental case meaning that is with the Bhakyu aggregate or by the Bhakyu aggregate. That meaning in English translation. So as to the three, beginning with the right for right concentration, the concentration included in the crew and mindful. But concentration cannot, its own nature, cause absorption through the unification on the object. Unification meaning is one pointedness. One pointedness on the object or meditation object. But with the energy accumulation expansion of the exerting or supporting and mindfulness sati, accumulation expansion or preventing wobbling, the concentration, because of the two feathers function, have the concentration to do properly is function. So the concentration can do so properly, what the one point and the function. So here Buddha more explain with the example. So that's why Pali continue Tatrayang Upama. Tatrayang is a Tatra Ayam. Okay? Tatra plus Ayam. So Tatrayang is a two words combined here, so separate. Tatra plus Ayam. Tatra is in that in the explaining the concentration is possible to make absorption by the half of the other two feathers. Again, this explanation is Ubama, example. Ubama is example. Yatahi, he more detailed explaining Nakata. You know, Nakata is planetary. Naka is Nakada here is in India is a special planetary event they make. So Nakada is in this planetary event. Kilima Kilesamadi. Kilesamadi. Kilesama is Kilesama is a play. Kilesama is play in the event, maybe singing or maybe dancing or something like that. Play like this. Kilesama is a kilesama iti. Iti like this. Oyana is in the Oyana is a part in the park. In the park, Pawitesu is entering. Pawitesu entering Tisu 3. Sahayesu front. 3 front. They want to play in the event of the plant. So they enter into the park. So Buddha give the example like this. So when these 3 friends enter into the park, ego or one person, Supopita. Su is very well. Popita is popa is a flower. So the tree is very well flowering. So the whole, the whole tree blooming with the flower at the time. So that meaning here. Supopita. Sambaka Rokha. Sambaka is a name of the tree. Rokha is a tree, isn't it? So Sambaka is the name of the tree at the Buddha time. That tree has the flower, the whole tree blooming. So that tree is full of the flower. Sambaka tree. Deswa, sea, after sea. Deswa is after sea. Hatan. Hata is a hand. Hatan, hand. Okibidwa is up. Hand up. Because he want to take it. Yeah. He want to take it. So okibidwa kahedonbi. Kahedo is to take a flower. Kahedobi to take a flower. Nasakoneya, unable. Nasakoneya, unable. So at the time, Atasa, what happened? The Buddha continue explaining. Ata, asa. Ata, at the time, that one person, one friend is unable to take a flower with the hand at the time. Asa is the person who trying to take a flower with hand, or that person, Dudiyo second friend. Dudiyo second person, all namitwa pite. Pite is ornamitwa is ornamitwa is bunny. Bunny. Pite is bad. The dia give. So that meaning is second person give the bed. So first person climb up on him and then try to take a flower. That meaning. Okay, the dia give. So that's that. So is it that second person? So is a refer to the second person. So that second person, asa. No, so is the first person. So that first person is tasa is the second person. Second person of the second person. Tasa pitiya in the bed. Tat tat dwapi. Tatwa. Tatwa is standing. Gamba mano. Gamba is shaking. Because of high, so that person is not very rigid, so that's why on the bed he cannot stand steadily, shaking. Gamba mano. So kahedo to take a flower, nasakunia anibo. Ata at the time, atasa ata asa. Ata at the time, asa is the person itero the other, the third friend. Itero means the other third friend person. Ansa kudan. Ansa is a shoulder. Ansa kudan, the shoulder. Upanameya. Upanameya is supporting. Banning. To make a supporting. Banning the shoulder to make a supporting. Like that, you can imagine in your that description on what the Buddha mentioned. 3 front make like this. So that person is a ikasa, one person Pitya in the bed, tatwa standing, ikasa, another one person, and sakudan, the head of the shoulder, oluba. Oluba is make a oluba is make a put hand on the shoulder. Oluba. Yatha suchi. It has to reach whatever he want. Yatha ruchi. Yatha ruchi is whatever he want. Puphani, flower. Ochinitwa. Ochinitwa is a take. Pilanditwa. Pilanditwa is wearing in the hat. Nakatan is the event or the planetary event. Kilia, the play. Ewa Mida Sambadang Ida. Ewan Sambadang Ida is this example. A1 Sambadang is like this complement Tatapa should be known. So one person, two person is unable to take a flower at the time. So the other, and then they can successfully to get the flower at the time. Working together, the meaning is three person working together, isn't it? So like this, Samavayama, right for Samasadi, right mindfulness, Samasamadhi, right concentration, like this, like these three persons. So Buddha gave that kind of example. So the Pali English translation here, here is example, three friends thinking we will celebrate the festival. Festival is a planetary festival. So enter the park, and then one person saw a champak tree. The Sampaka Roka is a champa tree in full blossom. So, but he could not reach the flower by raising his hand, even though by raising his hand, he cannot reach. So the second person bent down for the first person to climb on his back. But although standing on the other person's back, he still could not pick them because of the shaking or unsteadiness. Then that person offered his shoulder as a support. So, standing on the back of the one and supporting himself on the other person's shoulder, he can pick up many flowers as he wants at the time. After abandoning himself, and he went and enjoyed the festival. So, like this, the three feathers in the Eightfold Noble Path, Sama Vayama, Sama Sati, and Sama Samadhi, we have to understand. So that's why when we practice meditation, Sama Vayama, Virya, effort, right effort is important also, right concentration important also, right mindfulness also important. Without supporting each other, they cannot do properly their function. That's why every, factors are important, isn't it? Not only mindfulness, but also concentration and effort. That here Buddha explained how important. The example is very easy to understand. That's why Buddha with the example explain. Okay, so that's Pali continually explaining ekato oyana. Ekato is here. Ekato is not one. Here ekato is altogether. So Pali eka is very difficult to translate. And according to the usage in the sentence, different. So ikado altogether, oyana is in the park, oitha, Poitra is enter. Tayo Sahaya Wiya. Tayo is 3. Sahaya is a friend. Wiya is a like a 3 friend. Ikado Jada. Ikado is together. Jada is arising. Yeah. Samavayama, Samasadi, Samasamadhi arising together. Because of the mental feathers rising together. They are working together when you practice meditation. So meditation mind is working together with these 3 feathers. So Ikado Jada. Ikado is all together. Jada is arising. Samavayama Deo. Samavayama, etc. Samavayama. Right effort. Samasadi. Right mindfulness. Samadhi. Right concentration. Tayo 3 Dhamma. Dhamma, phenomena, natural phenomena, should be understood like this. And then Supopita Sambakoya. Wiya is a like. Supopita is very well blooming. Sambako is the kind of the trees. The Sampak tree is Aramana, meditation object. Should be understood. Huh? So example, and in the practice meditation, you can compare like this. Hatan okibido. Hatan is a hand. Okibido is up. Kahedo to take. Asakondoya. Unable like this. Adano is upset. Dhamadaya is naturally aramane in the meditation object. Ikaka bhavena. One point and happening. Abhidhamma is to absorb. Samadhi is asakondo, unable. Because only samadhi is unable to make a one-pointedness in the meditation object. So bete dadwa. Bete is the back. Dadwa is a giving. Onata sahayo wiya. Onata is burning, sahaya is a friend, wiya is a like. So burning friend, like a burning friend. Why more? So the effort. Effort is a supporting, isn't it? So vidya effort is a supporting to the concentration. At the time, like second friend may give the bed to supporting the first friend. Second friend make like this. So why more vidya effort make a supporting for the concentration, samadhi. Like this, you have to understand. Ansa Guda is the at or the shoulder. Ansa is a shoulder, Guda is the edge. Edge or the shoulder, that or give. Tita Sahayo Viya. Tita is standing, deep. Mindfulness. No, we know. So you should know the sati. Mindfulness is like in the example, the third friend give his shoulder edge to support, to make stronger power. To no shaking, because on the bed, second friend is shaking. not steady. So the sati is more stable, not to shake, make like this. Huh? You have to understand in that example. Yatha, like this, tesu is those. Three front, Ikasa 1,000 Baitian. Baitia is in the bed. Tadwa standing, Ikasa another front, and Sa Kudang. And Sa is the shoulder, head of the shoulder. Olomba support. Itero, the other that the front, Yataruchi, whatever he like. Open flower, Kahedon to take, Sakodi, Evo. Ewa Mewa, A1, Ewa. Like this. Only like this, Viriye. Viriye is the effort. Bakaha Kichan. Bakaha is a supporting function. Saturday. Saturday is accomplished. Sadiyaja, mindfulness also. Apila Panakichan. Apila Panakichan. Not forgetting the function. Sarandiya is accomplished. Ladu Pakaro, getting the gratitude. Samadhi, concentration, is aramani in the meditation object. Ikaga bhavena, one point and a happening, abedo to absorb, sakodi, evil. So that's a therefore, samadhi yevita. Samadhi yevita. Samadhi yevita is samadhi samadhi yewa ita. Yeah. Samadhi yevita is samadhi yewa plus ita. Samadhi yewa is a samadhi ewa. Only samadhi, only concentration. Ita in those three feathers, ita in those three feathers, sa jadi do, same kind, because of same kind, samadhi kandena. Samadhi aggregate with the samadhi aggregate, samadhi kandena, sangahido should be count. That's why vayama sadiyo. Vayama is a virya effort. Sadi is a mindfulness. So effort and mindfulness. Kiriyato. Kiriyato is a make. Kiriya is a make. Make meaning is the make a gratitude to the concentration, samadhi, isn't it? Sangahita is should be counted on the happen. So that's why Buddha explained. 3% is possible to do whatever they want. Each person is unable, but 3% working together, whatever they want, they can do that. Like this, Sama Vayama Sama Sadi is supporting to the Sama Samadhi concentration. So concentration is able to focus or able to one-pointedness, to make a one-pointedness in the meditation object. So that meaning here Buddha explained. Okay, so that example is very easy to understand, isn't it? And the Pali English translation for the three stages, beginning with the right effort, so right effort, right concentration, right like mindfulness and right concentration, which are the bond together. Same kind. Are like a three friends who enter the path together. So example, and meditator to the Eightfold Noble Path is saying like this, and then the object is like a champak tree in a full blossom concentration, which cannot its own nature bring about the absorption by the one-pointedness on the meditation object. So it's like a man who could not pick the flower by raising his arm. Alpha is like a companion, like another friend who bent down, giving his bed to mount upon. So the mindfulness is like another friend who stood by, giving his shoulder at the shoulder for supporting. So just as standing on the bed of the one and supporting himself on the other, another friend's shoulder, he could pick as many flowers as he want. So too, when the energy, vidya, accomplish its function of the supporting, and when mindfulness accomplish its function of preventing wobbling, so with the half so obtained, the concentration can bring about the absorption by the unification or one point in the meditation object. So here the concentration aggregate is only concentration that is included as of the same kind. But alpha and mindfulness are included as well because of the same action in the assisting concentration. So you have to understand when you practice meditation, you need the three feathers, isn't it? Right alpha, right concentration, and right mindfulness. You need. Without these three feathers, you are not able to accomplish whatever you want to concentrate on the meditation object. So you have to understand like this. Okay, so Pali continue explaining another one is Samadhi, Samasankappe Supi. Samadhi is the right view, Samasankappa is the right thinking. So right view, right thinking, peace also. Panya is a wisdom. Atano ipset. Panya only, wisdom only. Atano meaning is ipset, wisdom only. Ipset, wisdom only. Dhammadaya, naturally. Anicca. Anicca is impermanent nature. Dukkha manatta. Dukkha anatta. So nature, dukkha manatta adi. Impermanent nature, suffering nature, no soul nature. It is like this. Aramana. Aramana is a meditation object. Meditation object here is for inside meditation. Meditation object is namarupa, isn't it? Until the materiality, namarupa, or five aggregate. No. Nichedo. Nichedo is to make a decision. Or this meditation object, nature, impermanent. This meditation object is a dukkha, suffering nature. This meditation object is anatta, no soul. Like this to make a decision. Nichedo, to make a decision. Nasakoti, unable. Only wisdom is unable to do, to make a decision. Or these meditation object are nature or the impermanent nature, the suffering nature, the no soul, cannot see it. It's not possible to see it. Only wisdom. So Vidagge Pana. Pana actually, here Pana is actually, Pana actually, Vidagge, initial application or applied thought, Vidagge, akotito, not, or hidden, repeatedly. Akotito, 2 times Buddha used, so repeatedly. Repeatedly hitting or knocking, Dande one giving like this. Nichedon, we need to take this one. Nichedon, the Pali also. Nichedon to make a decision, Sakodi evil. So Panya, wisdom is need the Vitaka. To make a decision, nature dukkha anatta, the meditation object, nature, to see, then supporting with the Vitaka is important for the wisdom. So Buddha explained like this. So the Pali English translation is also a regard right view and right thinking, 2 feathers of the Eightfold Noble Path. Understanding wisdom, right view, cannot its own nature define and meditation object as an impermanent, as a painful, as a no soul, not self. But with the applied thought, Vitaka, given assistance by repeatedly hitting the meditation object, so the wisdom is possible to make a decision, the meditation object as an impermanent, as a painful, as a no soul, like this. Yeah. So to more understand the nature, Buddha gave the example here. Katan. How happened? How wisdom able to make a decision like this? So Buddha give the question and answer. Yatahi. He, for example, Yatahi, for example, Hereniko. Herenika is kind of the Hereniko is here is not Gosme. Here is a kind of the when we go to the foreign country, we need to this country use of money is a dollar, so you need to exchange. The person who are in the exchange, money exchanger, yeah. Hereniko is a money exchanger. Kahabana. Kahabana is the money. Hati in the hand. Tabidwa put. Saba Bhagesu. Yeah, so Gosme also possible. Exchanger also the person is one give the dollar, he check dollar is real or not. He need to check, isn't it? So like this Gosme also at the Buddha times a Gosme, isn't it? That's why the translate goldsmith, Hiriniko, the silver or goldsmith. Hirinika is the expert, the kind of gold and silver, the person. Yeah. So the person put in hand, hati tapidwa. And then Sabha in all, Sabha is all, Bhaga is a part in all part, Oloki Tukma Kamo. Look at Kamo is a one to look at. Samanobi happening. Chakku, nice leader. Chakku Dalini wa. Chakku is an eye. Chakku Dala is how to translate? I. Oh, yeah. Parivuttedon. Parivuttedon is to make like this, to do like this. Rolling, because I want to look at in all direction. So he need to roll the coin, gold coin or silver coin like this. But only with the eye we cannot do that, isn't it? Without hand, we cannot do that, isn't it? So na sakodi, na is together with the sakodi. Na sakodi unable. So goldsmith cannot check that coin only with the eyeball, because eyeball is unable to roll, the coin. So that's why inguli pabihi pana. Pana actually inguli pabihi. Inguli is a finger. Inguli baba. With the finger, parivuttitwa make a rolling. Parivuttitwa, 2 times the Buddha mentioned. Parivuttitwa. So investigate with the rolling here and there. Ito chito. Ito chito. This side, that side. That meaning. Ito chito cha. Oloketo is to look at. Oloketo, to look at, to check, to investigate. That meaning. Sakodi, able at the time. Only with the eye, it's not possible. So to check out in detail, the finger needed to make a rolling bed over and there, in the different view. Yeah. So ewa ewa. Ewa. Ewan like this. Ewa mewa is a very similarly like this. Panya, na is a leader. Panya, wisdom. Atana, Panya, ifsat. Dhamadaya, naturally. Anechadi was sena, according to the impermanent, etc. Aramana, meditation object. Nichedo, to make a decision. Nasakodi, unable. Only wisdom, unable to make a decision. So meditation object is a nature dukkha anatta like this. Cannot make a decision, isn't it? Abhiniropana lakhani na pana. Pana actually Abhiniropana Lakhanena. Lakhana is a characteristic. Abhiniropana is the put the other manifestors into the meditation object. That kind of characteristic Ana Ahanana Pariyahanana Ahanana Pariyahanana Rasena. Rasa is a function. With the function or Ahanana is hitting or noting. Vidagena, Vidaka, with the Vidaka, or with the initial application, with the nature of that Akontandena we are. Akontandena is again and again the noting or hitting. Priwutandena we are. Priwutandena is roll over, turning around, like a turning around over and there. Adaya daya. Adaya daya. Adaya is a taking. Dena mewa. Dena mewa is a giving. The aramana. Nichidon to make a decision. Sakodi able. Dasama, therefore, Idabi. Idabi is in this Samadhi and Samasankappa, right view and right thinking. Samadhi yeva, only Samadhi, only in the Samadhi, Sachadi do, say kind. Because of say kind, Panyakandena. And wisdom aggregate, with the wisdom aggregate, Singhita, we can count. Samasankappa is the Kiriya Vasena. Kiriya is supporting to the wisdom, supporting to the Samadhi. Singhita counting Hodi happen. So we have to understand like this. Even though Samadhi wisdom is kind of probably only Panya wisdom without supporting the Samma Sankappa, right thinking. So you have to understand like this. So the Pali English translation here is how heaven, just as a money changer or the goldsmith or silversmith, having a coin is maybe made with the gold or silver, so placed in the hand, and then being desirous of looking at it on all sides, but it cannot turn it over with the power his eye more only. But by turning it over with his finger, he is able to look at or check it on all sides and all around. Similarly, right understanding or samadhi cannot its own nature define as an object, meditation object as impermanent, and so on. But assisted by the right sammasankappa, right, writing the mind and manifests onto meditation object, and is the function of striking again and again, thrashing is for hitting and turning over, so it can be take anything given and define it. This is a nature impermanent, this is a dukkha painful, this is anatta, no soul, no sad. Like this possible to define. The standing aggregate, Panyakanda, I view that's included as a same kind. It also included because of its action in assisting the wisdom. So that's why these two feathers, we make a one guru, wisdom aggregate. We have to understand like this. Okay? Okay, and then I continue explaining. Iti imehi tihi. Iti like this. Imehi those tihi group or aggregate. Three group or three aggregate means Sila Khanda, the Vakya group, Vachu aggregate, or and Samadhi Khanda, Samadhi concentration aggregate or concentration group, and then Panya Khanda, Western group or Western aggregate, like this. Tihi Khandehi, with the three aggregate or group, Mago, Maga. Mago here, Maga Satcha. Maga Satcha. Or a Four Noble Path. So Maga Satcha, according to the Noble Truth, we call Mago is a Maga Satcha. The way leading to the cessation of the suffering. Or Mago is a Eightfold Noble Path. Sangahan is a county, Gachati go. Tena, therefore, Buddha talk. Tiwido, Kandataya, Veda do. Tiwido is a three kind. Kandataya, Veda do, three kind. The Kandataya is a three aggregate. Veda go. Veda do is a different. Chidovido, Sotapati Magadi was Sena. Sotapati Maga, etc., according to that, Chidovido four kind. So Maga is, we can count like this. According to the Khanda, three kind. Maga, a four noble path, Maga Satya, that noble true or a four noble path is according to the Khanda, three Khanda. Three Khanda is a Sila Khanda, Samadhi Khanda, and Panya Khanda, isn't it? Not the five aggregate. Okay? Here Khanda is just Sila Khanda, Samadhi Khanda, and Panya Khanda. Okay? So don't be confused with the five aggregate. Okay? So here Khanda Taya meaning is the meaning, and Stovido four kind of the mega is Sotapatti mega, Sakaragami mega, Anagami mega, Arada mega, like this. Chitovido, four kind. You have to understand like this, okay? So the Pali translation is the part is included by the three aggregate, Silakanda, Vacu aggregate, Samadhikanda, concentration aggregate, and Panyakanda, Western aggregate. So it's Buddha, what the Buddha said, that is a three kind classes classified according to the three aggregate, and it is a four kind as a part of the string entry, Sodapanna, Sakaragami, once returner, Anagami, never returner, and then Arahant. So meanings are like this. You have to understand. Okay. So Momo, the Buddha explained, we more to the understanding about the Magasatya, Eightfold Noble Path, like this. Okay. Okay. So Abhijja, furthermore, the Pali continue, furthermore, more explaining. Sabbaneva. Sabbaneva is all. Satchani, or Satcha, four noble truth. Dukkha Satcha, Samudaya Satcha, Nirvana Satcha, and Magga Satcha. So the four noble truth here, Sabbaneva, Satchani. Four noble truth are Eka Vidani. Eka Vidani. Eka Vidani is a later translation. Okay, first translation Avidatta. Avidattata. Avidattata. Avidattata is a no changing. Anytime, any place, never changing. Abhinyatawa. Wa is the another reason here. Abhinyata. Abhinyata is should be understood by direct knowledge. So these two reasons for all noble truth are Ekavidani, same kind. One kind. Or same kind means here one kind also. Huh? Only one kind. Four noble truth are only one kind. Because they are never changing. Because they are understood by the direct knowledge. And then Duidani. All noble truth are Duidani. Two kind. Two kind means Lokiya Lokodara Do. Lokiya is worldly. Lokodara is supramundane. Lokiya is a mundane. Lokodara is supramundane. Like this. Two kind. And also Sankhada, Doa. Sankhada, Asankhada. Sankhada, Asankhada. Like this. Duidani, two kind. And then Dividani or three kind. All Sabani, Sachani is a Dividani, three kind. Three kind means Dasana Bhavana Hi. Dasana bhavana hi. Dasana bhavana is seeing. With the seeing meditation, Bahadava docha, Bahadava is Bahad is removing, should be removed. Because it should be removed, and Apahadava docha. Apahadava docha. Apahadava is should not removed. So dukkha satya is like a dukkha satya is apahadava, should not remove, isn't it? Pahadava is should be removed, it is a samudaya satya. Samudaya satya is should be removed. Samudaya satya, loba, and kilesa is should be removed. Dasana is dasana bhavana. Dasana is seeing, is Nyora satya, bhavana is naga satya, so like this. So three kinds. And then Chitovidhani, all number two are four kind. So four kind meaning is a pranya adi, pranya adi, bheda do, pranya, etc., different kind. So pranya, bahadava, sachikadava, and bhavitava. So it should be like this, etc., is the meaning here. So pranya is should be analyzed. Dukkha satya, the truth of suffering is should be analyzed. What should we do with the first noble truth? The truth of suffering is to investigate. It's a pranya. And then Bahadava. Bahadava is a second noble truth. Samudaya satya, the cause of suffering, the truth of the cause of suffering should be removed. Bahadava. And another one is Sachikadava. Sachikadava is realized. Should be realized. Nyora satya. Nyora satya, Nibbana is should be realized, isn't it? So like this, you have to understand. Here Adi is Buddha. The Pali is not mentioning everything, but you should understand like this. Abhidhamma, Ahadava, Sachikadava, and last one is Bhavitava. Bhavitava is a mega satya. Is a full nubapa is should be developed, isn't it? Should be developed. So when you practice meditation, these are investigate the dukkha satya namarupa. At the time, you can remove the aramana nusya kilesa, padava. Huh? At the time, the mega satya, eightfold nubapa, you practice. And Nyora satya is a later realizing. Huh? So like this, iti ewa metta, ewan ita, iti ewan, like this, ita is in this, the such the four noble true, ekavida adihi, ekavida adihi, ekavida is one kind, etc. Like this, Vinachya is possession, Vididava should be known. So the meaning is all true, all noble true. All noble true is one kind. All noble true are one kind meaning is because of the avid Avitata, never changing. Because of the, and another reason is because of they must be directly known. Abhidhamma. And all number two are two kind. Number one, mundane, logia. Number two, supramundane, lokottara. Or another way is sankhata, asankhata. Sankhata is a depend on the like this. Two, and then all over to three kind like this. We have to understand to be abundant by the seeing, dasana, and development, bhavana. So here, abundance and with the two kind, dasana by seeing and bhavana by developing, like this. So when you see nibbana at the time, dasana seeing the nibbana at the time, similar same time. When you see the nibbana, simultaneously you abandon all kilesa, isn't it? Like this. And when you practice the Eightfold Noble Path, so bhavana developing at the time, bahana is a bahana is a tribunal. Okay. Over to our full kind has to be fully understood, what had to be abandoned or removed, what has to be realized, or and then what has to be developed, like this. So this is how the exposition should be understood to as to the Singapore Ikawida and etc. etc. We have to understand the Four Noble Truths like this in detail. So that's why Buddha explained like this. Okay, so Pali continue explaining. Sabhaga, Sabhaga, Visabhaga Dodi. Sabhaga is a saying. Visabhaga is opposite. Like this. So the Sabhaga, Visabhaga meaning here is Sabbhani wa. All, only all, Sachani, Noble Truth, all Noble Truth. Inya minya is each other. Each other. Inya minya sabagani avitatado. So avitatado is a lead that translate first. Inya minya sabagani is a leader. Avitatado is a never ever changing. All is true. Atta sunyado. Atta sunya. Atta is soul. Sunya is empty. Empty of the soul. And the dukkara padiveda doja. Dukkara is very difficult. Padiveda is a penetrated understanding. Inya minya each other. Sapagani. Sapagani is the same same nature. Yeah, the same nature. All Noble Truths are same nature. Because they are always true, because no emptiness of the soul, because of the very difficult to penetrate it, understanding. That's why these for all noble truth are sacred. Sabagani, same nature. So Yataha, how Buddha talk in the different sutta? Yataha. Yataha, how the Buddha talk, and these four noble truths like this in the different sutta here. Tanke, Manyasi, Ananda, Katamanu Dukkara Taramwa, Durabhisambhava Taramwa, etc. etc. Very long. Yeah. So the Buddha mentioned is Ananda is a Buddha called Ananda. You know, Ananda is the best assistant for the Buddha. So Ananda, Buddha called Ananda. Dan is what I talk. K, how many do you think? So Buddha asked a question first, Ananda. Katamanu ko Dukadaranwa Durabi Sambhawa Daranwa. Yo is a translate first. Yo person. Yo. Yo person generally saying, Pali yo Durado. Dura is a very far away. Very far away. Sukhumena. Very short. Sukhuma. Dalachik Galena is the keyhole. 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 Asana is a arrow. Very far away. Very subtle. So with the arrow to the keyhole. Atipadeya. Atipadeya is later. Okanu Pakan. Okanu Pakan is step by step. Awi Rahita. Awi Rahita is no mix, no missing the target. Dipadeya is a throw. So arrow throw without missing, keyhole. Very far away, throw into the keyhole. Buddha gave the example like this. It is very difficult, isn't it, to make the target keyhole. Keyhole is small, and then far away, the arrow is very subtle, and it's very difficult to make a target without mix. So that example Buddha gave. Yoa is the other person. Sattada is a Satta is 100, Da is different. So Sattara is a many time, many kind. Sattara is 100 is just a number, but maybe more than 100. Bhinasa is Bhina is broken. Wala is the tail of the kind of animal. Kotiya kote. The arrow, the tip of the arrow, and kote is another the tip. Patiwajaya is penetrated. One person very far away, keyhole with the arrow, huh? The throw into the arrow. Another person is very, very small, the tail of the animal. So to very small, but to kote is to touch the edge of the that kind of wala, the animal the tail. So very difficult, isn't it? So Idadiwa, the Buddha gave that kind of example. Idadiwa bandi. So the Ananda answer. Bandi, venerable. Idadiwa is leader Dukkara Taranchiwa. Dukkara is very difficult. Tara is very. Dukkara is difficult, very, very difficult. Dukkara Taranchiwa. Dura Vipassanā Tarancha. Very difficult to happen. And if vulnerable, your person, your wa, Sattara, many, hundred, kind, Bhinasa separate, Walasa, Wala is the tail of the animal, Kotiya, Kote, Kotiya is edge by edge, but Diwijaya. Diwijaya is trying to penetrate, but Diwijaya. Dukkara Tarancha. Very difficult, huh? Dura Vipassanā, very difficult to happen. So Ananda answer like this. So Buddha say, the dog called the Ananda. Ananda. The dog called the, so translate later. Nobody Vicharan, but Vichandi. Yes, translate first. Yes, Sambasin. Idan, this one is Dukhan, Dukkha Satya. Yatha Buddha, accordingly, Yatha Buddha, Pativajanti. Pativajanti is a penetrated understanding. And this one is Dukkha Niyara Gamini Parivara, the Mega Satya, Yatha Buddha, accordingly, Pativajanti, penetrated understanding. So it is like this. This one is a Dopati Vaja Taran, very, very difficult. Pativaja is a penetrated understanding. Pativaja is a penetrated. So with the example, Buddha say like this. To know Four Noble Truths is more difficult than the example. That means it's not very easy to understand the Four Noble Truths, isn't it? So that's why Buddha gave that kind of example here, the Pali English translation. As to the similar and dissimilar, like this, all Noble Truths are similar to each other because of the never changing at any time, anywhere. They are emptiness of the soul or self, and they are difficult to penetrate it. So that's why all Noble Truths are same group, same nature. So accordingly to what the Buddha said in the different sutta, what do you think, Ananda, which is more difficult to do, more difficult to perform? So Buddha gave the example that a man should shoot an arrow through the small keyhole from far away. After time after time without missing, or the person should penetrate the tip of the hair split 100 times, more than 100 times with the tip of the another one, like a hair of the animal, very soft. So this is more difficult to do, Venerable Sir. Another answer, the more difficult to perform, that a man should penetrate the tip of the very subtle hair split 100 times with the tip of the hair. So Buddha say like this, they penetrate something more difficult to penetrate than that, Ananda. Who penetrated correctly understanding this is a suffering, this is the cause of suffering, this is a cessation of suffering, this is a way leading to the cessation of suffering. Who penetrated correctly thus? So this is similar, very difficult to, more than the example, very difficult to do, to understand, to penetrate the understanding for Noble Truth. So they are dissimilar, one that define according to their individual characteristic. Okay? And then Pali continue explaining. Visabhagani. Visabhaga. Visabhaga, the dissimilar is Salakana Wawatana. Salakana is size, size here. With Lakana is characteristic. Wawatana is penetrated. And then Wawatana is analyze the characteristic, their own characteristic. Purimani cha dwe sabakani. Purimani is a previous, dwe is a two. Previous two means dukkha satya and samudaya satya. Okay? So Purimani, previous, dwe, two, no true. Dukkha satya and samudaya satya are sabakani is a later. Durawa kahatena. Dura is a very difficult. Kaha is a to take. To take means to understand. To understand dukkha and samudaya. You know, dukkha satya is English translation is suffering, but very, very difficult to see that. Without seeing the nature and permanent nature, we cannot understand dukkha. We cannot believe what the Buddha teaching, dukkha satya. We cannot understand. Very subtle. Hmm? So samudaya satya also the lobha, attachment, and other mental impurity are very difficult to see it. So that's why. Durawa kahatina. Very, very difficult to take, to understand it. And then gambirata. Gambira is very deep. Ta is because of very deep meaning. And another reason is a lokiyata, because of the mundane. Lokiyata. Lokiya. And then sasawata cha, sasawa, because of with the clinging. Sasawa. With the sasawa. Sasawa is sa asawa. Sasawada is a sa asawada. With the four kind of asawa. Kamasawa, bhavasawa, ditasawa, uijasawa. So the dukkha satya and samudaya satya is with the asawa. They are working with the asawa. That's why they are sabhagani, same group, similar. Dukkha satya and samudaya satya is similar because they are lokiya, mundane. They are arising with this asawa. So that's why dukkha and samudaya is same. And also they are very difficult to know and very deep. That's why. Sabhagani, similar. And then dissimilar, visabhagani. Visabhagani is what phala hedu vedado. Phala is a result. Hedu is a cause. Result and cause different. Veda is a different. Do is a because of different cause and result. Samudaya satya is a cause, isn't it? Dukkha satya is a result. So cause and result like this different. So in that view, we can say dukkha satya and samudaya satya is a visabhagani, dissimilar, not similar, dissimilar. So Buddha view Four Noble Truths in different view. Buddha trying to explain with a different view. For dukkha satya and samudaya satya is a similar guru because they are lokiya, mundane. They are arising with the asawa, They are very difficult to know. They are very difficult. They are very deep meaning. That's why dukkha satya and samudaya satya is similar. But another view, dukkha satya and samudaya satya is dissimilar, not similar, because cause and result. Samudaya satya is a cause, dukkha satya is a result. Like this, they are not similar. They are dissimilar. They are different. And another reason Buddha gives a preñeya pahadava docha. Oh, what we need to do with the dukkha satya and samudaya satya? So what should we do with these two noble truths? For the dukkha satya is we need to understand. We cannot remove the dukkha satya. That is very important. Many people, they try to remove the dukkha satya. It's not correct. Buddha way is pareññaya. Pareññaya meaning is analyze. Try to analyze. But samudaya satya is not like this. Samudaya satya is a pahadava. Trying to remove. Yeah. We have to do these two, noble truth, different function. We have to do. That's why, in that view, according to that view, dukkha satya and samudaya satya is a dissimilar, not similar. Like this. It's very good to know. And then, Pachimani. Pachimani is later. Due to satya, to satya. Later to satya is a full noble truth. Full noble truth. Dukkha samudaya is previous one. Nirodha and Magga is a later two, isn't it? Previous two is a dukkha and samudaya. Later two is a Nirodha and Magga satya. So Pachimani, that's why Pachimani Pi. Later, Due two noble truth, Nirodha satya and Magga satya. Their Sabhagani is a later. Gambhira Tarena. Very deep meaning. Because of very deep, very soft, very subtle. That's why. Very deep. Durawa Ghatin. Very difficult to understand. Very difficult to realize. Yeah, Nibbana, Nirodha Satya is very difficult to realize, isn't it? And then Lokottara, Supramanandi. Nirodha Satya and Magga Satya is a Supramanandi, Lokottara. Because of Lokottara, and another reason is Anasawata. Nasawa is a not asawa. They are not arising with the asawa. So these four reasons, because of these four reasons, Buddha explained Nirodha Satya and Magga Satya is sabhagani, similar. Same group. But another different view, Nirodha Satya and Dukkha Satya is a visabhagani. Dissimilar, not same. Not same. So, not saying Buddha give the reason, two reasons. Here is Visaya, Visay Bedado. Visaya is a object. Visaya is we learn the Abhidhamma, the chapter 6. The rupa is Visaya rupa, isn't it? Visaya rupa is a visible object, sound, smell, taste, touch, tangible objects, and dhamma. So these are Visaya rupa. So here Visaya is object, the meaning. Visaya is an object, and Nibbana is an object for all mega palachita. Mega chitta, palachita object is a Nibbana. So Nibbana is Visaya. We see is to see the Nibbana, we have to practice our mind train with the Eightfold Noble Path, Magasacca, isn't it? So Magasacca is a we see. We call we see. Okay? So different like this, so that's why Nirasacca and Magasacca is different. Nirasacca is a Visaya object. Magasacca is a we see. To see that object, we need to try. We need to do. We see means. And then another reason is Sakichita Tabba Bhavi Tabba Docha. Sachikadava. Sachikadava is realized, should be realized. Sachikadava. Bhavidava is should be developed. So Nirasacca is should be realized. Magasacca is not should be realized. Magasacca is should be developed. That's why in that view also Nirasacca and Magasacca is Visabhagani. Not similar. Dissimilar. Yeah. Like this, we have to understand. Okay? So Patama Tatiyani. Patama is a first is a Dukkha Tatiya is a that Nirasacca. So Dukkha and Nirasacca are chapi. Patama Tatiya ni chapi. Dukkha and Nirasacca also Sabhagani. Similar. So Buddha gave the reason here, the Palabade Sado. They are result. Nirasacca is a result because of practice Magasacca, Nirasacca we realized. Also, Dukkha is because of the result, because of attachment, samudaya. So saying Nirasacca is a result, Dukkha also result. That's why. Sabhagani say. But another view is a different view is a Visabhagani. Dukkha and Nirasacca is dissimilar, not same. Why? The reason is Sankhata do. Sankhata and Asankhata. Isn't it? Sankhata do. Sankhata and Asankhata. Sankhata is a Dukkha is a Sankhata. Depend on many conditions. But Nirasacca is Asankhata. No, never ever depend on condition. So that's why they are, according to that view, that reason, dissimilar. Visabhaga. Yeah. We have to understand like this. And then, Dutiya Chatuthani Chabi. Dutiya is a Samudaya Sacca. Chatutha is a Magasacca also. They are Sabhagani say. Similar. The reason is the Buddha gave Hedu Abhidhamma. Hedu is a cause, isn't it? Abhidhamma is a pointing as a cause. Samudaya Satya is a cause to arise the Dukkha Satya. Magga Satya is a cause to realize the Nibbana, Nirvana Satya, isn't it? So that's why. Hedu Abhidhamma, pointing as a cause. So that's why they are same, similar. But another different view, if the Buddha point, second noble truth and fourth noble truth, Samudaya and Magga is Visabhagani, not similar. Buddha gave the reason is Ekanta Kusalado. Ekanta is definitely Kusala is wholesome, Kusalado is Akusala. Definitely Kusala and definitely Akusala. Samudaya Satya is definitely Akusala, isn't it? No. But Magga Satya is definitely Kusala. That's why they are not similar. You know, Buddha wisdom is like this. So many different view, different explanation Buddha make here also about the Four Noble Truths. Like this, you have to understand. And then Pratama Sudutta Ni Chabi. Pratama is the first Noble Truth, Dukkha Satya. Sudutta is the Fourth Noble Truth, Magga Satya. Dukkha Satya and Magga Satya also Sabhagani say similar. Buddha gave the reason is they are Sankhata. They are depend on the condition. Dukkha Satya is a dependent condition, isn't it? Magga Satya also dependent condition. That's why. But another different view, Dukkha Satya and Magga Satya are Visabhagani, not similar. Why? Buddha gave the reason is a Lokiya Lokuttara door. Dukkha Satya is a Lokiya, mundane. Magga Satya is a Lokuttara, super mundane. That's why not similar in that view. And then Dutiya Tattayani Chapi. Dutiya is a Samudaya Satya, Tattaya is a Nirvana Satya. Samudaya Satya and Nirvana Satya are Sabhagani, similar. The reason is Neva Sikha, Na Sikha Bhavado. Neva Sikha, Na Sikha. Sikha is they are no practice. To Samudaya Satya is no need practice. More and more lobha. If you practice Samudaya, more and more lobha, more and more dangerous, isn't it? So don't practice. Nirvana Satya, Nibbana also. We cannot practice Nibbana. But Nibbana is just realize, to be realized, isn't it? If we want to realize, we need to practice Magga Satya, isn't it? That's why. The board, the Samudaya Satya, Nirvana Satya is never ever to practice. So they are saying, but different view, they are not similar. Visabhagani. Why? Saramana, Naramana do. Saramana is with the aramana. Naramana is not aramana. Smurya Satya is Saramana with the Aramana. Yeah. Nihara Satya is a no ni Aramana. That's why it is similar. Okay. So the Pali English translation is and the first two are similar and they are profound because they had to try to see very difficult things the mundane and things the subject to canker, asawa. They are dissimilar in being divided into cause and result and being respectively to be fully understood and to be abundant. That's why. And then the last two are similar, since they are hard to see because of profound, since they are supermundane, and then since they are free from canker. That's why. And then the last two are dissimilar because of being divided into the object and then what has an object. And then being respectively to be realized and another one is to be developed. That's why dissimilar. And then first and third noble truth are similar because they are come under the heading of the result. And the first and third noble truth, they are dissimilar in the form and unform, like this. And also the second, the fourth noble truth, similar because they are come under the heading of the cause. And then second and fourth noble truth are dissimilar in being respectively entirely wholesome and entirely wholesome. And the first and fourth noble truth are similar because in being dependent on many conditions. They are dissimilar because of the one are mundane and one are super mundane. And also the second and third noble truth are similar since they are the state or neither trainer nor no trainer. They are dissimilar in being respectively with object and without object. So yeah, you have to understand Four Noble Truth is something in some views it's dissimilar, some views are dissimilar like this. Buddha explained. Okay. So today we have to stop here because over 4 o'clock. So sorry, a little bit longer. So before stop the lecture, we wish our Buddha teaching lasts longer and longer. The more lasts the Buddha teaching longer, the more we can get the benefit. So Buddha Sasanam Chiyanti 2 and 3 times, please. Buddha Sasanam Chiyanti 2. Buddha Sasanam Chiyanti 2. Buddha Sasanam Chiyanti 2. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Idame punya aswakayam wan hotu. Idame punya nibbanasa pachayo hotu. Idame punya megapala jnanasa pachayo hotu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you very much for watching. See you next week. Have a good day. Bye-bye.